So I've been getting a lot of questions, people asking me which one is better, owning a bike or owning a car. And this is all relating to you doing the Takealot business, Check a 60/60 business, or any other company that is offering services where you have to deliver goods to customers, right? And my honest opinion, based on my personal experience, is I feel like a bike is actually a good investment. Now, the reason I'm saying that is when you have to think about the opportunity cost and also the wear and tear and all those things, the bike would actually make more sense. But sometimes as people, we don't understand things the same, so it actually would be great for me to break it down for you. I am in a privileged position to actually be a person that owns both. I own a car and I own a bike. I don't necessarily drive both, but I actually do or did have someone that was driving a bike for me, and they were making money for me, and I was actually quite happy with the whole thing, right, of making money via bike. And in fact, I'm actually on the process of actually purchasing my second bike right now. Coming into the vehicle part, as you guys know, I've been making tons and tons of videos of me driving my car for Takealot, right? At the moment, I'm also doing e-hailing, but I've never actually made a video about that, which is that's still coming. But what I am trying to say here is I'm trying to give you the numbers so that you guys understand. With the bike, I actually was clocking 1,200 rands every week. Now, this is not normal for every other bike owner. This was my personal deal that I made with my driver. Some call it extortion. It wasn't, because the person that actually wanted the bike agreed to the whole thing. In fact, he even suggested it because there was a twist in the end of the deal. So what we had agreed on is he gives me 1,200 rands every single week, and at the end of the year, he would actually keep the bike. Now, a lot of things happened, and as you guys know, my bike actually got into an accident. He was okay, everything was fine, but the bike actually got damaged. The rims, the tires, and a bunch of stuff got damaged. So up to this point, the bike is fine, but the guy left because I actually took longer to fix the bike, and all that happened around the time when my dad passed away. So I couldn't actually gather enough money to actually fix the bike. Now, you hear me say this, you're thinking, why did you not insure the bike? But let me tell you, it's also part of this video. I did not insure my bike because of one simple reason. Maintaining the bike is actually not that expensive, if I'm being honest with you. It is not that expensive. I actually went and got a quote for everything that was damaged. So there was 2 rims, 2 tires, and everything cost me around about 2,200 rands. And I bought the original rims and the original tires. Everything cost me 2,200 rands. So it goes to show that maintaining a bike is actually much cheaper as opposed to a car. Now, I actually did get spiked on my car, right? And luckily for me, my car was still under warranty at the time. So when I got spiked, I went to my insurer or my dealer. I told them, hey, I just got spiked and I was in a really messed up situation, and I'm just looking for the car to be fixed or the tires to be fixed and whatever the case is. And now that I was still on warranty, it actually cost me nothing. But when I actually looked at the bill after everything was done, because they give you the quote and they give you everything, I saw that it was going to cost me just for 1 tire and 1 rim, because the rim was scraped and the tire was pricked. So all of that actually cost around 4,000 and a few rands, right? Only for 1 tire and 1 rim, mind you. So that alone just gives you a bit of, ball figure amount for you to actually understand that the wear and tear on the bike and the wear and tear on the car, totally different, right? Now let's bring it back to profits. Now, I was doing Takealot myself, and I've made a dozen videos where I actually shared with you guys how much money I made in a week, how much money I made fortnight, and all those things. If you haven't checked them, go and visit my channel and check every video that I've done. I've shown you all the numbers, all the figures of the amount of money that I've made, right? With the bike, I was actually able to make 1,000 rands or 1,200 rands actually every single week for a period of about actually 4 months, right? And that's a lot of money, right? And also the bike never had issues, never had any incidents because I bought it brand new. It never had any incidents prior to it getting into an accident, right? So the opportunity cost of having a bike as opposed to having a car are endless, right? Maintenance on the bike is totally cheap. Like a spark plug costs next to nothing. It's actually less than $100. The battery, I actually did check the battery. The battery is almost like 600 rands, and the tires, like I said, 2,200 rands for both tires and rims. I mean, all of that can be like less. And remember, you don't have to fix these things all the time. Now, maintenance, servicing the bike is actually less. If I took it straight to Big Boy, servicing the bike is about 1,200 rands if you service it there. But I know how to service the bike, so I actually do it myself. So it actually comes down to zero. But if you can't do it yourself, you can take it to any bike person to actually service it for you, and probably they might charge you like 300 rands after buying the parts and all that. But I like doing it myself because I want to learn how to service. I want to learn what makes up the mechanism of everything, because my 9 to 5 is I am a diesel mechanic. So I like fixing stuff. I like to know what they're made of and all those things. So I like the whole thing of fixing it myself, which brings me to the next thing that I want to talk about. But it's going to be a video on its own. I'm looking into starting something new on this channel, which is going to be totally different from my niche and everything that I've been doing. I want to explore a different niche, and if I can give you a hint, it has something to do with fixing something. So I want you guys to stick around for that. But yeah, going back to the initial part of the video, if you were to ask me today, what is better, buying a bike or buying a car, I would actually say buy a bike. And if you don't have the license for the bike to drive it yourself, get someone to pay you. Now, right now, drivers are paying owners of bikes around about 700 rands a week. But if you look at it, how much is it per month? 7, 14, 21, 28, 2,800 rands a month from something you bought cash, and you don't owe it, and it's just money, like a side thing that is bringing in money each and every week, guaranteed. Every single week is bringing in money, and it costs you nothing because they actually pour their own fuel and they do almost everything. The opportunity cost is actually endless. Now, whatever amount of money you will be making on the car, you actually have to cater for fuel, you have to cater for wear and tear, which I've actually showed you that it can be very expensive. So you pick your poison, you pick whatever you like. I feel strongly feel that a bike is actually more reasonable as opposed to a car. Now, if you were to ask me which company to actually invest in when it comes to these services, I would honestly pick the one that pays more. And at the moment, I made a video about this company that I love so much. A lot of people are leaving. So you are gonna have to make your own research and go to the one that you feel like would be best. What I would do, I would honestly pick the company that pays more. And that's up to me to decide which one pays more. It's up to you to decide which one pays more, because I don't want to pick companies against each other. So pick one that pays more. Make sure that you explore as much as you can, learn from every experience, and make sure that you make financial decisions that are actually going to work for you and not against you. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. And yeah, hit the like button and be on the lookout for that video, because I'm about to release something. It's gonna be a snippet. I might make it a short, I might whatever, but like it's something I want to do. I want to niche, I want to branch out on a new niche Or I don't know, guys, I wanna start something new, but I don't want to mess up the way my channel has been going. So I'm thinking of creating a second channel where I can actually explore that thing that I want to do, or I should actually bring it here and just explore, maybe get new audience and all those things. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, because it's going to be a totally different niche. It's a different niche altogether, something totally different that I've actually never done before, but I've always wanted to get into. So you let me know, should I start a new channel for it, or should I bring it into this channel and just explore and see what happens? But anyways, thank you very much for watching this video up until this point. And if you did, you are an absolute legend. Hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys on another video. Take care.